Hi, I wanted to do a video since Diana has died. There's really nothing in the house outside of a little altar that I'll show you. But her spirit is very much in the garden. So I wanted to do a video of the garden around the two houses so I could show that to everyone. And that's what I'm going to do right now, is just walk around and just show the garden real quick and explain it a little. So here we go. So this is from across the street. The tree on the right, this one is the Royal Paulownia, and this is their curly willow, and this is looking at the front of the house from across the street. You can see the garden pretty much takes over the whole thing, and these are her sunflowers that she always loved to have here, and she said she wasn't going to do it this year because the squirrels tipped them all over last year getting the seeds, but she ended up having a lot of sunflowers anyway. And she always delighted in how cheerful and beautiful they were. And then this is kind of a beginning herb garden in front of the rental. And this is lavender and echinacea and dahlias that her sister sent her. And once again the sunflowers and cardoons. This is cardoon and a rose bush and not oleander, but I really don't know a lot of the plants, but she planted everything that, and there's black-eyed Susans in here, and that she planted for her sister. And and then this is going down the side of the house, and we have bulbs, and this is lemon balm, and those are Johnny jump ups that we call them. And this is another part of the garden here, and these guys, and then over there is rosemary and thyme, and these beautiful flowers here. And then down the side we have blackberries that have been coming up, and we've been using them in fruit shakes and stuff. And then going through this backyard here, this is vegetables in here, and some really beautiful plants. The yellow ones are an herbal. Most of this is all usable for herbs and medicinals. This is an apple tree she planted a couple years ago. There's another cherry tree right over here that's coming up. This is plum over here. This is all mint over in here. Little rose bush. And through this gate to the other backyard. And then this is raspberry here, and this is, I think this is pear. These are both pear trees, and they've already done their pears and I've got them inside. They've been making shakes out of them. Here's her grapevine out and back here. And then if you go through here, this washing machine, it seems kind of silly, but this works off the solar hot water. And this is our little meditation yard. And we have Buddha in the corner. And then there's a maple tree that Susan bought, and a little fountain, and boxwood. And that's in this little area. And then once again the grapevines, and they're really heavy with grapes this year. It really turned out well for the grapes. There's more grapes. And we just put this lawn in back here for the dogs. And here's marigolds and more grapes. Oh, and this is the tomato house. And it's just, there's a lot of tomatoes too in this little greenhouse. And then there's vegetable. Here's another cherry tree, and there's another cherry tree over there. And then these houses here Here's strawberries that we got a lot of strawberries out of this year. And then this is their squash. And you can kind of see down through here is jalapeno peppers. And I'm going to have to pick those pretty soon, aren't I? That's jalapenos. Here's more strawberries. There's black-eyed Susans. And there's echinacea. And this is beans here. And beans. And this is lettuce that's going to seed. And here's, not cauliflower, but anyway, it's just beans. And a lot of this I really haven't paid attention to. Here's there's collard greens, and there's I don't know all this stuff. There's just so much. There's more beans and lots more stuff. And over here is cardoons and kale, and those more cardoons and more kale in here, and daisies. And this is where she would do all the starts for the stuff that she was going to grow. Back on these parts here. And then this forward part. This is where Troy's students would come walking through here, and that's Troy's apartment right there. So she wanted to put flowers where in here. These are all strawberries around the base of this cherry tree. And she wanted to put flowers so when Troy's students came up, they would have something nice to look at. So this front house here is beans and flowers that they can see as they walk up, and it's just all happy and growing, and it's really kind of a pretty thing. And then down the side of the house here is more just flowers, different, and kale and strawberries, and it's just kind of pretty. And also, and there's blueberries. There's a blueberry bush there, and then about three more, one there and one there, and the one at the end is the blueberry bush that does the best. And these are just flowers here. And then as you walk up to the house, these are like, I think I'm getting the name wrong, but I think it's mountain huckleberries or something like that. But it's used for medicinals. I tried tasting them yesterday, and they're kind of bitter. And then this is the base, the curly maple from the front. And these are, she just liked that little group of stuff there. It was real happy. And then coming up to the front door, she used to make hanging baskets for the porch every year because she knew I liked them. So we have all her bird houses, and there's always one or two families of birds that would nest in the houses. And then we used to have hanging baskets, but she didn't do it this year because she'd grow most of them from scratch. And then the only other thing I kind of wanted to share is when you come into the house, there's Kuan Yin, a little altar to Kuan Yin. And then this is an altar for Diana that we have in the room. I just bring in fresh flowers. And that wood sculpture is her ashes. It's a poem that was written to her by the neighbor. And the Bhagavad Gita that we'd read every day. And then over here we have this table with pictures. There's pictures of Diana and us. And just lots of pictures. And they can't have pictures of Diana without dogs. But this room is just kind of an altar room right now. And these are sculptures that were given to us by a neighbor. It's called The Two Lovers, and she said it reminded her of us. And we've had them for years. And I have all the rugs rolled up because I'm just trying to take care of the wood floor. But that's it. And I just wanted to post this because I've been saying I was going to do a video of the garden. This is it. Thank you.